Can we then explicitly expect, thank you so much for the data that you've shared, that if similar attacks happen within Pakistan and they're linked to Afghanistan, that inevitably Pakistan will go across Afghan borders into Afghanistan to carry out strikes against the TTP? Secondly, thank you for sharing what you did about what the United States has said about counterterrorism efforts. Can you elaborate a little bit more? Because we know that there were operations that took place in the past year in collaboration with the United States. Are there more anticipated in the year ahead? And is it accurate that there are reports that the Field Marshal will be going to DC at some point this year? And will counterterrorism be on the table when it comes to, any conversations with the United States with regarding what's happening in Pakistan?
The question that you were asking about, that will there be strikes inside Afghanistan, I think first we need to put the context right, that what happened in October 2025. What happened in October 2025 was that Pakistan undertook strikes at the Pak-Afghan border on the terrorists that were infiltrating, crossing inside Pakistan. That's what actually happened. And those who were planning to go across into Pakistan, and those that were the places where they were being organized. So it was at the Pak-Afghan border. On the terrorists, whom are the TTP, who are not the Afghan citizens, but the citizens of Pakistan. Against that, this Afghan Taliban regime retaliated on that and struck the Pakistani posts of the army and the FC along the Pak-Afghan border. And then we responded. And then we have all the right under the international law to respond once your territorial integrity by their so-called army, which is now facilitating, which is acting in cohorts with the terrorists, an international terrorist organization, and they attack, then we had the right to respond back. So that is what actually happened. So we always act within our rights and in defense and territorial integrity of the Pakistan. And whenever such a challenge again comes, such a threat again comes, we have all the right to act. And this right is as per the international law that we have to protect our territorial integrity and security of Pakistan. The question that you have asked about the second part was around the CT collaboration. Yeah. So the Pakistan's United States CT collaboration is based on decades. So the expectations, the first expectation that the realization of that you are also getting is an understanding of the perspective and acknowledgement of each other's perspective on this counter-terrorism. So that is the foremost. Every collaboration on ground, whether it is in intelligence sharing, whether it is in any material domain, it all stems where you have a common understanding of the terrorist threat. I think this year has been fundamental in shaping that common understanding of the terrorist threat that is emanating outside Afghanistan. And unfortunately, United States has also physically suffered in Washington DC very recently, where in United States some Afghan nationals were involved in terrorist acts in US.
Did you reach out to Pakistan when that happened as well with regards to
these collaborations, the nitty-gritties of all these CT collaborations, whether they are with United States or any other country, they are never made public by any country, because we are dealing with an enemy which is working in layers and layers. But I think one thing is for publicly is available, that there is a common understanding of the threat of the terrorism. There is an acknowledgement of the great strides that the government of Pakistan and the security forces are playing in countering that terrorism. And there is also an understanding that this threat of terrorism that is emanating from Afghanistan is not only Pakistan specific, it is not only regional specific, it has now become an international threat. And this acknowledgement is now global. It is not, limited to United States only.